Does your mindset ever get you stuck in doubt, fear, thinking that you can't create the reality that you want? Worried that there's not enough clients coming in? Worried that you don't know how you're going to get where you want to go? That there's never enough, that you're not enough, on and on and on. Our mindset does all kinds of crazy things to us if we let it. Today I want to talk to you about a strategy to help you up-level your mindset fast so you can shift out of your shitty mood, out of your stuck place, out of your fear and your doubt so that you can go in the direction that you want to go as fast as possible. My goal is to always be bringing you actionable tips, tools, inspirational interviews that help you get in alignment, optimize your habits so that you can thrive in your life and business. And our mindset is a habit. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Real quick announcement. I have a NFA Business Builders Live weekly group coaching. I only have a few people in there right now, and I want to start growing it and building community around business builders, helping you optimize, get aligned, get unstuck. It's a really incredible opportunity to get to work with me closely for very cheap. It's $97 a month, and it's an hour every week. This is by far the lowest cost program that I offer, and I want to fill it up with awesome, badass people who are listening to my podcast because you're the people I want to work with. So if you're interested, go to my homepage, www.nfacoaching, schedule a consult. In the consult, right, that you want to talk to me about the program. I'll chat with you for 20 minutes. We'll see if it's a good fit and see if you want to enroll. Really killer group. I have some incredible people in there who have done incredible things, and it isn't something I've broadcasted out there big time, so not that many people know about it. So if you're in my podcast following and you listen to me regularly, you're some of the only people that know about this. So join. I'd love to have you there. Go to my homepage and sign up for a consult, and we'll talk about it, and we'll get you in that group so you can kick ass in your business this year. Okay, so mindset. So I'm going to teach you the emergency shift list. So an emergency shift list. What does this mean? First, let's talk a little bit about mindset. I have so many people coming to me every week telling me things like, I'm not sure if I can make it. My business experiences a lot of peaks and valleys. I get really scared. I don't know where the money's coming from. I'm not sure if I can make this happen. I don't know if I can stay in the game long term. I don't know if my relationship can thrive while I'm building. I mean, on and on and on. All of the things that we experience as new entrepreneurs, even as practiced and older entrepreneurs who have been in the game a long time, there are going to be mindset ups and downs at all points in time, at all stages of the game. Whenever you break through to a new level, you'll experience a new fear that comes up that you get to face, and you get to decide how you face it. Are you a reactor? Are you a responder? Are you able to sit in the discomfort of it? Are you able to move forward powerfully and train your mindset in the direction you want to go? You know, I really think about myself as a mindset master trainer. I help people empower their mindset and optimize their habits so they can manifest their vision, which means you got to know your vision, which means that you're in alignment with your why on a consistent basis, and you're taking steps daily to get there, whether you're scared or not, whether you have those fears or not. So the people who really make it in life, the ones that you see where you're like, I want that life, I want that business, those are the people that are masters of their mindset. Because if you're in control of your thoughts, your decisions, and your actions, you can get where you want to go. That's not to say that these people don't have stuff come up. It comes up all the time. It comes up for me all the time. I use these strategies on myself when I get stuck. And I came up with this one recently and started using it with clients, and it's working really well. So I wanted to bring it to you, my awesome, loyal listeners. So, emergency shift list. What I want you to do is take out a pen and paper if you can. Maybe you're driving and you can do this later. But I want you to write down every single thing that you can think of in the past that has helped you shift your mindset quickly. And we can all think of those. There's these moments where you get inspirational fire built by doing something. For me, I'll give you some examples. On my emergency shift list is, it sounds so much like emergency shit list, it keeps cracking me up. And when I say it, I think I'll probably mess up at some point, but it's an emergency shift list to up-level your mindset. So what's on my list? Journaling, huge shifter of my mindset very quickly. Meditation. Meditation's awesome. Even if you're not a meditator, start with deep breathing. Like set an alarm and set every hour. If you're in a really stuck place, set an alarm that goes off every hour that says meditate or breathe deeply. Do 10 deep breaths, just 10 every hour. I promise you will have some shifts. My big one that I've shared on here before is going into the woods to go on a trail run and listen to podcasts that inspire me. So, I'll just find a podcast, I'll start listening to it, I start running, nature feels good, moving my body feels good, and I have so many expansive thoughts and ideas. And if I'm stuck, this is pretty much my 100% shift. I can always rely on it. So I want you to put things like that on your list. Is it going for a swim at the rec center pool for you? Is it calling a friend to go out to tea? Is it I have a client who likes to go to the movies by himself to reward himself. If that's something you enjoy, that's going to shift your energy. Another client I have listens to music on the way home between work. So building a business, he works full time and he's building a side hustle that he wants to turn into a full-time hustle. And there's that energy at the end of the day where you're like, oh, I'm tired. Do I really want to go home and build a whole nother business? How are you going to master your mindset to raise your energy so that you can still do that hustle, so that you can fulfill that long-term vision? It might be music for you. Dance around, listen to music for 5 minutes. And some of these can be things that take all day, and some of them can be things that take 5 minutes. It's up to you, but I want you to put everything you can possibly think of that shifts your energy fast on the emergency shift list. I want you to have it handy, and when you get stuck, I want you to turn to it like it's your lifeline to get you shifting in a new direction as fast as possible. So the masters out there are the ones who are successful because what they focus on expands. They know that. So they know that if I'm stuck in negativity, inner critic beat up, worry, self-doubt, fear, that's going to expand. What you want to be focusing on is the direction you want to go. So you've got to get your mindset aligned as fast as possible in the direction you want to go. And this list will help you do that. So, reminders and thinking about our inner critic and our fears and our doubts. Whenever you notice yourself feeling off, your emotions are a feedback system. So if you notice yourself feeling off, I want you to go back and look at what were my thoughts that started to shape the feelings and led me to this moment. So last on the episode talking about my 5 top learning lessons of 2019, I talked about how your thoughts create your feelings, which create your action or inaction, and that is what manifests your outcome. So if you are noticing that you feel off consistently, go back to your thoughts. I promise you it's somewhere to do with a limited belief about yourself, about the world, about your outcomes. It has to do with fears and worries. So start journaling and think like, what am I actually worried about? And then pull out your shift list and go, okay, how can I shift this immediately in a different direction by taking action and going in a new direction? So often we think that we need to do something huge to shift in a new direction. Sometimes it's just taking small, simple steps to shift your mindset, to have some levity, to feel better, and then the flow starts to happen. So I want you to try to implement this simple strategy. Let me know how it works. If you're getting a lot out of this, I'd love to hear from you. I've been getting some really great questions from people, and that's how I decide what episodes to create. So I want to hear from you. My handle is @NFA Coaching. I'm on Instagram and LinkedIn the most, so hit me up there. Let me know how this podcast is landing. Let me know some of your thoughts, some questions, things you want to hear more about. That's what I'm here for. This is my joy. I love coming to you every week and bringing you tips and tools to help you optimize. So that's what I want to hear from you. And of course, if you're liking this, leave reviews, blast it out so that I can reach more people and help them help themselves so they can lead kick-ass lives. All right, I hope you have an incredible, wonderful, powerful mindset master week where you thrive and feel alive. Thanks so much for listening to this episode of the Max Potential Habits podcast. If you're liking what you've heard, it would be so incredibly awesome if you would subscribe to the channel and leave a 5-star rating and a written review. This helps me help more people while we grow our NFA community so we can rock it out together. For Max Potential Habits resources, go to nfacoaching.com where you can access all of my resources. There's free ebooks, PDF checklists, a journal template, a business mindset meditation kit, and so much more. Plus, links to NFA coaching on Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and Facebook. And if you're super serious about upleveling, there's also a link to schedule a free consult to work with me in group or one-on-one coaching. Until next time, I hope you have a Max Potential Habits Day where you get inspired to do whatever it takes to transform into the most empowered version of yourself so you can lead a rich, thriving, kick-ass life and business.